Welcome to Zoom TV, the show where we explore everything that drives, flies and floats and invite you along for the experience. I'm Aaron Pitt.
I'm Dan Paris.
And Dan is back with us this week. You are back with us this week, Dan, to help co-host. And I think part of that should be an initiation. You should have to relive some of the scary things that I've had to do here on Zoom TV.
Well, I suppose you're right. It is my second week. You can't, nothing's easy. I'm up for the challenge.
There you go. So today I thought we would come down here to Jet Sprint Racing, which is jet boat racing, and get you involved.
Well, yeah, this sounds quite relaxing, actually. I think I can do that, yeah. That's no worries at all.
No, and it is. Very relaxing.
Yeah. What'd you have in mind?
Oh, you'll find out. Now, Dan, Allan wishes he was here. He said to say hello, but during the week he checked out something else.
He did. He was at Wanneroo Mazda and he was checking out that brand new Mazda 6, and that's a Mazda.
Mazda has always been on a winner with the 6 range.
Now, Dan, we're not only going back in time to revisit some of the scary moments that I've had here on Zoom TV.
There's a lot of scary moment talk that you keep bringing up. Is that something I should know about?
And you look scared. You don't have to be. It's a safe show. It's a safe show. We're going to go back in time, thanks to Esanda, and revisit Melbourne's cheapest cars. Their 5.5-acre site is very well known all over Victoria. Now, on today's show, we have Esanda Celebrity Hitchhiker, and they are
The Kelly brothers.
the Kelly brothers. Not Ned Kelly, the Kelly brothers, the racers.
Still Australian.
They are
That's
Australian.
fantastic. It's great to be in the sport, in its growing stages.
Okay, Dan, drama's in, the wind's in. We've got to get down from the sign. You've got to get comfortable because it's time
To watch.
Zoom TV. He did it this week. Well done.
So I got this job.
Now, behind any great club, sporting club, car club, or even boating club, there's always a passionate heart, a driving force of people making it happen. Now, I'm with one of the passionate people from the West Coast Jet Sporting Club, Mr. Chris Kent. How are you, sir?
Good, Aaron. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. I haven't seen you for years. Now, I was here a couple of years ago, and you actually made me love life a little bit more than I loved life at the time.
We had a good run.
We did. Now, talking about the club and what you've done here, now with most sporting clubs that people are more aware of, say sporting clubs, in the way of footy clubs, fishing clubs even, well, they've got a little bit of history, but this sport is relatively new. So tell us the story, Chris.
Well, jet boating came out of New Zealand a long time ago, but those boats, we look back on those days and we wonder what we used to get excited about, because the boats of today, have the same computer systems as the V8 supercars, and they're very, very high tech and very, very quick. But the track came about. We actually staged one leg of the World Championships. So we purpose-built the track, and it's been here ever since.
Okay. Now, building a track like this is a lot of hard work, and I would imagine a lot of money. So you would have raised the money, you would have got people involved that could have chipped in.
Yeah, I think there was a few of us who were very big believers in the sport, so we all put in a sum of money each, built the track, got the World Series. We had an enormous crowd here. I think it's still the biggest crowd ever in jet sprinting history. It was 18 to 20,000 people.
But now, if people want to get involved in your club and come down and try a bit of boating, now I know they can do that. How do they do that?
If they jump on our website, you can buy a ride there, which is $150. That's how a lot of people get to enjoy the sport for birthdays or presents. But on the website also, there's always a number of boats for sale as the guys upgrade, and it's a very affordable sport.
Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to ask you, have you done what we've asked for Dan Paris?
Mate, it's all set up. He's in for a hell of a surprise.
Okay, let's go and speak to him, but I want you to keep a straight face. Now, you're going to find out exactly what that is later in the show. It's worth sticking around for. We'll catch you later on Zoom TV.
Classy, opulent, stylish. You just know I'm not talking about my old mate Aaron Pitt, don't you? But these are 3 adjectives used to describe the all-new 2013 Mazda 6. And as I think you'll come to agree, they fit this car like a glove. Mazda has always been on a winner with the 6 range, which has morphed out of the Capella and 626 over time. But this new model really got our attention for a whole lot of reasons. At its core, the new Mazda 6 is an exceptional vehicle. Mazda says it'll be a class leader, and we believe it. The balance between looks, quality, equipment, technology and drivability make this car a standout. So if you're just about to press the yes please button on a new mid-sized car and it's not the Mazda 6, hang on a moment. I think you're going to want to have a look at what this car has to offer. Let's start with what Mazda has achieved on the inside. Materials have been given a dramatic lift in quality. The dash top is soft touch and leather upholstery is standard on every model bar the entry-grade Sport. Nearly everything has a premium look and feel. The new 6's lengthy equipment list is another draw card. Sat-nav, push-button ignition, heated wing mirrors, rain-sensing wipers, cruise control, shift paddles, a reversing camera and Bluetooth connectivity are standard on every model. The Touring adds front and rear parking sensors, power front seats, leather upholstery and an 11-speaker Bose premium audio system, while the GT model grade brings 19-inch alloys, LED daytime running lamps, bi-xenon headlamps, a sunroof, keyless entry and heated seats. Take away the Mazda badge and you'd swear the 6 was European, not Japanese. But that's hardly surprising, given that this car was benchmarked against the Audi A4, the Volkswagen Passat and the BMW 3 Series, all of which are far more expensive than this beaut little package. It's a comfortable car to be in too. The front seats give good support and feature a wide range of adjustment, as does the steering column, so you can get that 3-spoke wheel exactly where you want it. Outward visibility is improved as well thanks to the A-pillars being moved back 100mm and the wing mirrors repositioned. The suspension is great, the low level of road noise is great, the handling is great. Yes, it's a great drive. Plenty of power, good fuel economy, all the fruit we've come to expect these days, and it handles extremely well. It comes with a petrol or diesel engine and both motors are hooked up to a 6-speed automatic transmission. There's a lot to make us happy here. Safety has also been given the Mazda treatment. Standard features include 6 airbags, stability and traction control, hill start assist, reverse camera, front and rear parking sensors, front seatbelt pre-tensioners and anti-whiplash front seats. You'll also find blind spot monitoring, forward obstruction, lane departure, rear and cross traffic monitoring and auto high beam. And photos don't do this car justice, Ben, do they? I mean, it's a fantastic looking motor car.
It is. Mazda have done a lot in the way of making the cars look a lot more sporty, and it probably is the best design theme of Kodo they've done just yet.
And it packs a lot of features inside too. Tell me a bit about this radar cruise control.
Okay, well the radar cruise control, you can set it to be the 20, 30, 40 metres behind the car in front, so you're not going to crash in the back of anyone.
Fantastic. Let's talk money. How much?
37,200, and they go up to around about the 56 kind of mark.
Nice talking to you.
You too.
So if you're after an absolutely brilliant mid-size car, call into Wanneroo Mazda at Pembroke Road, Wangara and have a look at the Mazda 6. Go to wanneroomazda.com.au or follow the links from Zoom TV.
Now it looks like I've drawn the very short straw. I'm here with Ed Owen. How are you, mate?
Mate, how are you?
Yeah, good. And we're at the jet boats, of course, and they're kidding me up for a good reason. I'm about to jump in one. No experience, never done it before, never done anything like this, and do a few hot laps, mate. I mean, what do I expect? How many horsepower do these things have?
Mate, well, you're looking at a Group A boat that's around about 650 horsepower. You'll pull 3 to 4 Gs in the corners. You'll get thrown around like a rag doll in there.
Oh, great. It's exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, we've been running the West Coast Jet Sprint Club here for a while, and yeah, huge fun. I mean, myself, I got in one, and yeah, I got out and went, right, how much and where I want to drive one. Definitely adrenaline hit.
Is this the only track in Perth?
At the moment it is. There's another track in Newman. We're trying to work on a couple more tracks. There's 5, I believe, Australia-wide. Yeah, you've got 3 different classes. You've got 350 class, which is a cubic inch of the motor, and then you go to these ones, which are 400. These are commonly called a Group A boat. Yep. Then you go to Superboat, which is just insane horsepower. We're talking like 12 to 1600 horsepower, and that, yeah, you've got to have your game on to get on that one.
So what kind of speeds are we getting up to?
In a Group A boat, you'll roughly around about 130 to 150 k's an hour. Coming into turns, yeah, like we said before, you'll pull 3 to 4, maybe 5 Gs, depending on how quick you're going on that turn, and these things will turn. The trick is you've got to have your foot to the floor to get around that corner. You back off, you're going to know all sorts of trouble.
So the slower you go, the more dangerous it is?
Exactly right. You've got to throw the slipper in and go hard, otherwise you won't go around that corner.
So you're locked into that seat, obviously?
Definitely, yep, strapped in and away you go.
I'll be all right?
You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
What happens if it flips?
Hold your breath.
Hold my breath. All right, good when there's water, you know, that's great advice. Oh, mate, look, I can't wait. In fact, if you want to see me go around here and absolutely scream like a little girl, then maybe you should keep watching because I think I need that help.
You're going to have a ball of fun. This is going to be more. This is going to be the most fun with your pants on, I can tell you.
Oh, I kind of can't wait.
Today, thanks to Esanda, I'm in Melbourne to visit a dealership that's worked out how they can guarantee you the cheapest price, but give you a buying experience, give you peace of mind, give you a warranty, and give you a huge selection of cars. Welcome to the fittingly named Melbourne's Cheapest Cars. Since 1992, Melbourne's Cheapest Cars have sold close to 100,000 cars. So they've got the customer service thing down pat, as it's obvious buyers just keep coming back. And now, thanks to a great reputation and the help of the internet, they deal with Australians all over the country, as their cars really are that cheap. Their 5.5 acre site is very well known all over Victoria and very easy to find. There's plenty of on-site parking and the vehicles are presented so you can choose your next car in an environment that is totally stress-free. No matter what kind of car you're looking for, chances are, with over 750 vehicles available at any one time, you're going to find it here. I mean, they've got most makes and models. They've got small cars, they've got medium cars, they've got large cars, they've got wagons, they've got sedans, hatches, sports cars, they've got off-roaders. They've even got a huge range of commercial vehicles on site. Now, to give you even more choice, they're open 7 days a week, so you can come in whenever you like. Before any of the cars are made available for sale, they receive a rigorous mechanical and complete safety check. And if your car ever does need a little bit of mechanical assistance, Melbourne's Cheapest Cars can help. They have a large, experienced workshop on site. Eddie, I've got to ask the question, how can you offer so many cars so cheap?
Look, we buy in high volume, we recondition in high volume. That allows us to pass the savings on to our customers in the form of low prices.
As I walk around, I keep seeing this fixed price. What's that about?
Look, I got the idea when I was over States looking at car yards over there, and one of the big chains had basically had a fixed price selling model there. And at the same time, the internet arrived on the scene, so what we decided to do was put our best prices on our cars and also put our best prices on the internet. Now customers are basically, they'll research on the net, they'll have a very short list when they leave home, they might look at maybe 1 or 2 car yards, that's about it now.
And if I come here, can you take care of everything, or is it just a matter of, there's a cheap car, see you later?
No, look, what we basically do here, we can look after you with your financing, extended warranties, we take trade-ins on cars, and also too, the service doesn't finish there. We also got a service centre here which can also look after you with after-sales service as well.
You know, I've always associated the word cheapest with poor quality, and I bet so have you. But that's the thing, you have to change the way that you think of the word, because if you look it up in the dictionary, it gives you a couple of meanings. 2 being poor quality and the other being costing you little. And you couldn't spend any amount of time here and be convinced that the cars you're being sold are poor quality. You'd have to go with costing little. And that's exactly what you get at Melbourne's Cheapest Cars. Cars that cost you little, but save you lots. To find out more, go to melbournescheapestcars.com.au or follow the links from Zoom TV. Now, why am I getting wet? That's because in here is our co-host of the day, Mr. Dan Paris. Are you in there?
Oh, mate, I'm so in the zone. Look, I'll probably sleep through this, to be honest.
Now, mate, have you actually conversed with your co-driver to make sure he has a reason to bring you back?
I think you're in good hands because he was Australian champ, world champ there for a while.
I think I'm getting wet in here too because I think he might be having a little bit of a moment.
No, that's not a moment. It's just the rain.
A little bit of a moment. That's what you do. Now, mate, what's your strategy? What are you going to do? You're going to go out there and you're just going to contribute to the drive, or are you just going to hold on?
Well, I'm going to direct him and he's going to completely ignore that and do what he knows to.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. Do what he knows that's going to make it without us rolling or crashing.
Now, I don't want to make Mr. Paris upset, but you know that we've actually got cameras all around, so don't go out there and feel you've got to be a man. I want you to let it out. Let out the frustration.
Yeah, well, apparently the screaming is, well, if it's louder than his, then it's not too bad. So.
Okay, mate. Man hug, because I might not see you again. There you go.
I can't move.
Take care, fellas, okay? Don't forget expensive cargo.
Yeah, I've noticed you're not doing this.
I'm doing it after you.
Oh, yeah.
Doing it after you. Good luck.
I'll hold you to
I've
that.
got the suit coming. Good luck, mate. You look very strong.
Thank you.
Tell you what, Mr. Paris, there's no soapy star that could pretend that he just didn't have fun then. Let's go down and find out exactly what Mr. Paris thought. Come on. Mate, how was it?
Mate, you've done this before, haven't you?
I've done it before. I don't know if I want to do it again, but I just wanted to relive the experience through you.
Did that look insane? Did that look
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know about you at home. It looked pretty crazy.
Well, it was pretty crazy. A couple of times.
You want to get some blood back into your whole body, or?
I think I need to. Well, the blood's flowing well at the moment. First corner took my breath out of my lungs, just blew me away. But then started to enjoy it. It was actually quite nice.
Now I've got to ask before you get out and get conned and he pays you a bribe. Was he screaming or was he calm?
Yeah, a couple of times I thought it might have spun a bearing because the squeal was so intense. I looked across and it's just him, mouth open.
Well, it's made
There has been a rumour about Dan and Dan's high-pitched scream. Now, Dan, if people want to get involved, where do they go?
Well, that's easy. I know that one. It's zoomtv.com.au. And before I lose my breath again, join up. You can become a Zoomaholic.
So if you have anything that flies, drives or floats that you're passionate about, make yourself your own 1-minute video, send it in via the website, and you never know, you could be on our show and you could experience things like Dan has. Take my breath away is where I'm going to leave it. We'll catch you after the break here on Zoom TV. Welcome back to Zoom TV and my favourite segment, the Esanda Celebrity Hitchhiker. I'm here with V8 supercar drivers, the Kelly brothers. How are you?
How you going?
How are you? I'm good. I'm really good. Now, you guys have just taken part in what I'd have to call a weird experience, V8s on water.
Yeah, it's certainly different. There's no way you can really prepare for driving something like this. You've got to go out there and drive the boat quite fast for it to actually handle. The slower you go, the harder they are to drive. So to get your head around driving fast for it to be easy is not so easy. But yeah, we both had an absolute ball.
And how'd you guys go not being in control?
To be honest, I really enjoyed the passenger ride. My driver was very competent and it was a lot of fun. It's been a long time since we've been able to sit in something that different where you don't know what to expect, and I really enjoyed it. It was really good.
How did you guys get involved and start in V8s?
Firstly, we rode motorbikes just around the house and stuff, and then got into go-karts when we were around 9 years old, and then progressed through Formula Ford, Formula Holden, and then into V8 supercars. Okay, and the team, to actually, the pressure that you guys must have managing a team and running a team as well as driving for the team must be immense. Yeah, it's a lot more difficult than you know, the years ago when Todd and I were just drivers. And when we started the team, we expected a couple of years of work, or a great amount of work, and then it would die down, and the category's just gone from strength to strength, and the workload's continued to go through the roof. Every year we think it couldn't get much busier, and it does, but that's fantastic. It's great to be in the sport, you know, in its growing stages, and from our team point of view, we've managed to grow as well, from being a non-factory back team to having Nissan on board, and continued to work with Jack Daniels through the whole 5 years that we've been there. So we're really enjoying it, and today makes that, you know, worthwhile, having the opportunity to come down and do different things like that. We really appreciate it, and big thanks to everyone that's put it on today. It's been a lot of fun. Now, I'm with the Esanda Fast 5. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. I'll get you to, you can both chip in, or you can just leave it for one person, and there's no prize if you get them all right, okay? First question is, what was the first car you ever owned?
The Volkswagen Beetle that we used to race around the paddock in, I reckon. But it was never used on the road, it was just a paddock racer.
It was pink too, which we probably shouldn't have just...
You don't let me say that.
What car do you currently drive?
I drive a Nissan Pathfinder. Todd's got a Navara?
Yeah, Nissan Navara.
Okay, the next one is, what is your opinion of what you think would be the worst car ever made?
Even the worst car ever made, you could still have a lot of fun with, especially in a paddock or up at the farm. So I don't think there's such a thing. You still have good fun in a bad car.
It should be like that, as long as it's pink. That's all it's got to be, as long as it's pink. Last thing I suppose I'd ask you is, what is your greatest fear? What's your biggest fear?
Well, today it was going upside down in the boat, in the water, but generally you always think of the positive side, never too concerned about the things that could go wrong. It's like a trick question and you come back with the right answer. So guys, I know you're busy. Thank you very much. And good luck this weekend when you actually race at Perth. It's going to be great. I hope you guys do really well. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Very, very much. Mate, I heard that you maybe had a little bit of an experience out there. A little bit of a, you know...
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, mate, I'd like to know where your race suit is.
It'd be nice to change, I thought. Nice to change.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be, especially after that experience. Now, if you would like to know anything more about Zoom TV, make sure you go to our website, zoomtv.com.au, and while you're there, you should become...
so embarrassing.
Not for me, maybe for you. But and while you're there, become a Zoomaholic and let us know about anything that you have that flies, drives or floats.
Did Nathan tell you that?
No, well, the crew told me that. You told me that, Dan, when I watched you walk away.
Well, you do the same.
Not that much water came in. I don't think I would do the same. I've done it and it didn't happen. Close. Now, while you're there, become a Zoomaholic and send in your video. We want to hear more about you. You could win yourself your very own iPad thanks to United Fuel Injection. And until next week, make sure whatever you do it
safe.
There you go.
And dry.
And dry. That would be good. It would be good, mate. Actually,
I'll try it next week.
Actually, I'm not paying the bill for that dry cleaning suit, mate.
No, they're expensive, yeah.
Well, you wrecked it.
Put it in the back of their car. They'll never notice.